Hey, welcome back. This is still Community Crossfire, and I'm Michael Riley. What you saw was just a little short snippet that was filmed by Doc Pritchett's organization, Pritchett Associates. They were on the riverfront covering the Dr. King celebration, and of course, that was Norman Oliver in the piece. And the reason why I wanted to run that is because Norman has always been committed to supporting activities, and he's always shown much respect for our elders. So he weighed in on the topic of education and how it impacts our young people and what can be done to carry on that legacy. So with that said, we'll go to our first guest, who happens to be in the field of education. I want to introduce our audience. You've seen him before, but Mr. Steve Washington. I want to welcome you to Community Crossfire, my brother.
Well, thank you, sir.
And listen, thank you. Thank you for agreeing to come on and to talk about this program down UD that I was trying to get out. I think you'll get it across better than I did.
That's okay.
Let's talk about...
Before I get started,
yeah.
Let me say hello to my wife and Sabrina and Stephen. How you doing this evening? Now you may go to bed. Good night. However, okay, what I want to talk to you about is when we're talking about education,
yeah.
that is a very important
yes.
component for people to become successful.
Mm-hmm.
I was afforded the opportunity to participate in the Upward Bound program years ago in the 70s. So I felt like it would be very important to come back and talk about some of the things, what Upward Bound has done for me, and
right.
not to mention what we would like to do today.
Right.
A gentleman by the name of Bill Morris, Will Morris,
Mm-hmm.
he was the director of Upward Bound at the University of Delaware when I was a student, 7th grade, 8th grade, and then all the way through high school.
Okay.
He just did so many things for so many people.
Okay.
And a lot of successful people have come out of Upward Bound.
Right.
So I thought, and God put it in my heart, and he probably has put it in other folk heart.
Absolutely.
But it's time for it to come to pass now.
Yes.
At the University of Delaware, he set up a program for us to attend and stay on the college campus.
Mm-hmm.
Also to take not college classes, but take your high school classes and to show you the college life.
Yes.
Which in turn really had me psyched up to go to college.
Yeah.
And I think that's a very good program.
Right.
Bill Morris was the director when I was there, and there was other assistant directors who I want to talk about later on.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like being that he has done so much for so many people, it's time to give back.
Okay.
So,
yes.
my idea was for us, or all the people that are out there who ever participated in Upward Bound, if you were a student,
Mm-hmm.
a staff member, a counselor, a teacher, or a director or assistant director in Upward Bound, I talked to the gentleman at the University of Delaware,
right.
who is a counselor at for the Upward Bound program.
Mm-hmm.
Now they have Upward Bound Classic, and I believe that's upstate. They have Upward Bound Science and Math, which is downstate students, I understand.
Okay.
I would like to call this one Upward Bound Beyond. These are students who have participated and people who have participated in the past in Upward Bound.
Yeah.
So I talked to Will Marshall, who was a counselor at the University of Delaware, and we talked about putting together a barbecue this summer.
Okay.
July 4th at the University of Delaware, bringing all of the students and all of the faculty, all of the old people, alumni from the Upward Bound together.
Right.
So then we could get together and form a committee at the barbecue. We'll talk about things, do some catching up,
right.
form a committee, and then we want to just come up with some kind of a scholarship fund to enhance success in students, to give them the opportunity to go to college, as I was afforded the opportunity to go to college.
Right.
And these kids are at the University of Delaware. They will be there on July 4th, so you can sit down and talk to them, mentor to them, and we just want to come up with different things or different ideas where we can have Upward Bound to stay around longer.
Right.
Because I do understand now this is going to be the last summer for Upward Bound to have a 6-week program on campus. I think next year, and I could be wrong, but I understand next year is only going to be 3 weeks on campus and then 3 weeks commute. So we want to get together and see what we can do to keep this program alive. Honor Bill Morris, honor Dr. Freeman Williams. He was another counselor. He was an assistant director at Upward Bound. He's not a superintendent of Christina School District.
Okay.
So I'd like to talk to him regarding some of the things that he has done for people, and he helped us as far as Upward Bound.
Right.
Byron Bullock, who is now a vice chancellor at American University in Nigeria. Okay. So we have people that's going all around from this program, around the world. So it'd be really, really genuine if we can get together, formulate a committee, and do some things like give back to the community.
Right. You know, Steve, you brought up a point, and I love the concept of Upward Bound Beyond, because as you mentioned, many people in the community right now doing good things and in professions are products of Upward Bound. I'm proud to say that I too am a product of the Upward Bound program down University of Delaware. Was afforded the opportunity to have that 6-week college campus experience.
Right.
And I can say that I met my best friend down at Upward Bound in 1981. You know what I mean? And it was just yeah, 1981, or was it 2? I don't know. It's been a long time, but
it's been a long time.
But you know what though? It exposed me to an atmosphere, man, and I truly felt as if I were in college while I was down there. You know?
Yes.
How was when you first got down there for your experience?
Yes.
What was the impact on you? What was your perception?
Well, I'll be honest with you. You know, I was failing English.
Okay.
I was failing English, and I would have to go to summer school. But Upward Bound allowed me to come there and get my credit, which was awesome.
Wow.
You know, so can you imagine? Can you imagine?
That's great.
You're getting your credit.
Yeah.
You're staying on campus.
Yes.
Experience the college life.
Right.
Going to different colleges, learning about different colleges.
Right.
Learning about college life, period.
Right.
Getting a stipend.
Yes. Yep, I remember that.
You know,
I remember that. Yeah.
Going to different stores on
in the area.
College Avenue,
Yes.
Gershman's.
Yeah. The ice cream place was there.
Yes, there's a lot of different things. But it's just the idea to get that college experience.
Yeah.
Also, after the summertime, during the fall, we were able to go down on the weekend.
Yes.
Go to class in the morning.
Right.
Because that's very important, going to class. That's first and foremost.
Yeah.
And then we would go to a football game.